You are watching Liberty Online TV.
Hello everybody, my name is Phoebe Answell, broadcast journalist, actress and filmmaker. Liberty Online TV. I don't call it fine, but it's not just what's in it look like inside, it's the content when they bring to the public. I encourage we all subscribe to Liberty Online TV. Subscribe to them, page them on Facebook, on YouTube, all their social media platforms. And on YouTube, also click on the notification bell so that anytime we come online, it will help you follow what's in it. Liberty Online TV, all day, every day.
Hello, Slovenians. This is now my favorite film director, Marvin Success. I dey here today at Liberty TV. I dey encourage every Slovenian to go online and follow this page. Now, a very wonderful platform we can for take Sierra Leone entertainment and every other sector to a different level. So please go online, YouTube, Facebook, go click Liberty Online TV and make sure you turn on the notification button so anytime they come online, you will get them as they get the best. Thank you very much.
Mina Nasu Fofana, Mina the founder of Susu Chili Coconut Oil, Susu Pemahu, Susu Women's Finance, and Susu Everything. Watch Liberty Online TV. Now all the social media platform them. Follow them for the latest news now we country.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show. We come to you live from Liberty Online Television, now Facebook, YouTube, and also now our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring the program come to you this morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today now Wednesday, March 13th, and inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, we continue for look at education. Also, we can know waiting at the position of students them na the National Union of Sierra Leone Students News, where they can tell with the concern the way themselves get regarding the strike action where lecturers and at the public universities them they undergo. And also we go bring you updates but concern where private school teachers them get, private school owners them get regarding the portal where they say why you don't close for the students them we get for take exam.
Well, we continue with the program. This and plenty other story them. Then at the program for you this morning, and also we go get updates for the status of the money where government supposed for pay to lecturer them if they don't receive the money. As yesterday, updates will get from the ministry and that of the public relations officer for the University of Salone. It said they be sure say the money them for the lecturer then go down begin go na their account. So we'll get updates on that particular issue day, and say we'll go look at this concern with private school then get for Seka the WAEC portal. And at the studio, we get the public relations officer for National Union for Salone Students, Winner Andrew Chopele. They with you at the studio this morning. Instead, they can talk about the concern we then get as students them and how this industrial strike action we lecturer then they on now and the exam where they don't put on hold indefinitely. They affect them as students at the various university them. Good morning, Andrew, and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you.
All right. Continue for the with you the program. You said for the watch we send we your message, add your voice to the program this morning, make you concern through the comment section, or you can as well text we on 074 200 545. We'll go read on our messages them later on inside the program. But don't forget for share the program so that more people go join the conversation this morning.
Alright, we continue with the breakfast show and they go now on Parliament. Also, the leader for government business, Honorable Matthew Numa, don't say as way for address the way how young people don't they take PASMAC drug them, then they can introduce the public health emergency law. It talk this way member of Parliament and raise concern, but the PASMAC push where young people them don't they take in a different parts of the country. We reporter Alasan Kuruma been in a Parliament and go now reports.
Push among young people in a salon. Now, we don't draw the attention of different people in the country. As this now draw away, they kill plenty of people them because of the kind of effects we can get inside the body. Also, some can die and some can end up crazy. This and plenty other issues them don't draw the attention of members of Parliament. We make them not begin talk about this issue for see how government will address them. And one part of people them we don't start this discussion at the well of Parliament. Now Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara, where they represent the APC party in the Cambia district.
As I speak, there are more that are struggling down those communities as a result of Kush. And yesterday I learned that it's not just Kush now; it is called Jagaban Kush. This shows how dangerous this is. Mr. Speaker, I have said many times in this world that when you compare the destruction of Kush in our country with young people, I am with a firm conviction that the number of young people we've lost as a result of this drug is so serious that as a house, as a human rights committee chairman, I think we met with the Drug Law Enforcement Agency. When you look at the agency, look at the laws, you look at the monies allocated to them, and you look at the current pandemic, you understand.
Yeah, Mr. Minister, okay.
We are in a serious situation, and I therefore call on this house to do the needful. I think we should move away from the lip service and taking concrete action to save the life of our young people in this country. The situation is terrible.
With this concern, the leader of government's business, Honorable Matthew Numa, be make and clear na the well before members of Parliament them say government for take action against the one them way they sell the Kush by way how them will get for introduce the public health emergency law.
We all have to come on board. This issue of complaining to the chamber, even if we make laws, the enforcement is the problem, Mr. Speaker. The legislations are there. Who told you? We have it. The enforcement is our problem. So, as my deputy leader said, let us call them and see how best we can trigger the enforcement by going after them, and also agree that we should go after the retailers. When they are becoming, we know the retailers. They are around. Arrest them, prosecute them speedily, and take serious actions against them. But let me tell you, today we are shouting. We are requesting the government to take difficult stance and hard decisions, to make hard decisions rather, against those who are the retailers and those who have paid in this push around. But do you know that politics will set in on it? Talking about human rights abuses, politics will set in. So I'm very that's why I said it has to be because for us it has reached a point in fact where we should be thinking about, like we did for the sexual violence against women when government instituted the state of emergency. But that also we had a ramification behind. People thought we are going to misuse it for other things, public health emergency. So I believe we should be calling in that direction as legislators, calling for the government to talk about a public health emergency, especially talking about with the regulations.
Inside your own talk on this issue, the leader of the opposition, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, been quote from the Constitution, will give the president the power for introduce the public health emergency.
And to me, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it's clearly stated in the Constitution. Let me read subsection 2 of section 29. It says, the president may issue a proclamation of a state of public emergency only when F, there is any other public danger which clearly constitutes a threat to the existence of Sierra Leone. And to me, Kush is a big threat to the existence of mere Sierra Leoneans. So it should be treated with priority. We on this side want to join members on the other side to ensure that we treat this with the utmost urgency it deserves. There is not a single member of parliament here who has not seen victims of Kush because they are spread right across the country. In my community, young, useful boys, in fact, university graduates, university graduates have been subjected to Kush.
After all this, make the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Senghor Solomon Thomas, say Parliament go engage with the Ministry of Social Welfare and the Ministry of Health for look inside the drug abuse in the country.
What our advice at this point is for you to do your relevant questions to the Minister of Social Welfare, because I think we have a set day, not so? We have a set day at the end of this month. The last question time, not so? So, yes, do your question to the Minister of Social Welfare and the other Minister of
Social Welfare, Health, and National Drug.
No, the National Drug.
You don't want them in?
Okay. For that, you can do a formal letter to the relevant committee. Yes, for that Department of State to be invited for questioning by the committee. But for the ministers, I advise that you do your relevant questions to them set for that particular day. I'm grateful, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much. Parliament works effectively through committees. Can we bring those to the notice of committees? I think that's the best way. All the relevant committees, the Committee of Health, the Committee of Social Welfare, to be proactive.
As all this to be, the Minister of Defense, Kelly Hassan Conte, don't go lay the military framework agreements between the government of Salone and the government of Turkey and serve the cooperation protocol between the Ministry of Defense and the Arab Republic of Egypt. For Liberty Online TV, and Hassan Koma, the report.
The program we still watch now the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, now Facebook, YouTube, and also now we website. Don't forget to share the program so that more people go join the conversation this morning as we get different issues them where they can look inside the program. And also send me your message on 074 200 545 or you can send another the comment section. Now any of the platform the way they watch we. Well, from Parliament, so they continue for look at more issues there. This meantime, rumor be done they go around say case of polio they na the country now. Well, for sake of this, the Executive Director for the National Public Health Agency, when Professor Fodesa don't confirm say they don't record 2 new cases of polio them, one na Cambia district and the other one na Mabela community na the western urban area. Mohamed Kamara gets more and Igona report.
Polio virus na virus where person can get through dirty water, bad food or other cause them, wey can make person get polio. And Salone be last record polio case inside 2022. This BNTM, the country don't record 2 new cases them. Professor Fodesa, na the Executive Director, National Public Health Agency, inside the Ministry of Information and Civic Education and Press Conference, and be confirmed by the 2 new cases them where the country don't record this BNTM.
The first report we'll get now a report from Cambia where a rich we through lab say polio type 3 variants they don't detect them inside the stool of a 1-year-old child. Cambia. Now they are concerned to we. So immediately we activate the various architecture now now agency. The following day we get another report because, as I say, during outbreak and also when outbreak model will continue with surveillance. So the regular environmental surveillance testing will happen. Then find out for say then find polio variant type 2 this time around. Now sewage samples na Mabela Western Urban.
But waiting the agency they do now for see say the country no record more new case them.
Currently, we work with the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, the WHO, the UNICEF, and the USCDC, and all with other technical partners, so that we will implement a comprehensive response plan. And it's ongoing now because we don't deploy a team now to then 2 locations in Nakambia and Western Urban Mabela, so that we do a risk assessment. Then we continue for collect samples and the community engagement. All the leaders then we engage them so that we prepare them, because the response is going to be multifaceted, because one will get involved in vaccination. Picking them when they're not vaccinated, they're prone for this disease.
Professor Fodesa continue say the agency don't get rehabilitation center for Kush victim them.
For the first time in the history of Sierra Leone, His Excellency the President don't commission the building of a rehabilitation center for drug addicts. So Kush get the attention of highest level of government. We even get a task force where currently the office of the Chief Minister. So we as an agency, we will a lot empower for coordinate the activities of all the agencies and partners them where they deal with drug abuse, push inclusive. So we work aggressive community engagement and everything possible for make sure say we handle the problem of push.
Professor Fodesa end up say the agency they work now for ensure say them put proper measure them in place for prevent disease outbreak na the country. For Liberty Online TV, Mohamed Kamara, the reports.
You tell me.
The headline today at this edition of the Breakfast Show. We will continue for look at education. We get at the studio with we and Rucho Pele, we are the public relations officer for the National Union for Sierra Leone Students. News we go for cancel. We waiting the students and think, but the strike action where lecturers them been there on, and also we go for gonna updates on whether or not the lecturers them don't receive their salary. Them we for me then go back and begin lecture so that the exams them where the students and they expect go resume. All of that information there we go for can go updates on them very soon. Let me just quickly go on the line because we also tell us say we bring on updates on concern them where private school owners then get regarding the portal where they say WAEC ask them for use for the students and we go for take the 2024 WAS because na April and they take this exam and waiting at the updates, waiting at the concerns and we then get we look at that issue there now. And on the line we get Reverend Victor O.M. Davis, we're the National Chairman, National Union for Private Schools. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show, Mr. Davis. All right, they try for link Reverend Davis so that we will get the concerns where the private schools then get regarding the portal we then supposed for use for send the updated information, but the school picking them we go for take the April 2024 WAS. We go on the line, forget Mr. Davis. Hello, Mr. Davis. Remember, so you said for the Watch Breakfast Show, go send we a message to the number 074 200 545 074 200 545. Send we a message and be part of the conversation this morning, or drop we a message in the comment section regarding the issues where we look at now this edition of the Breakfast Show. All right, while we wait for link Reverend Davis, we come now with studio and we begin talk to with studio guests. We're Andrew from the National Union for Sierra Leone Students. Good morning once more and welcome to the Liberty Breakfast Show again. All right, as we don't tell the viewers, you there this morning for can talk on behalf of students in the salon regarding the public universities where we see been on strike for the past 1 week, and according to information where we get, sometimes we don't begin getting salary now, but we will get for confirm that very soon at the program. But let me just know first, as a students representative in the studio this morning, what do you think about the strike action where the lecturers then being finally resolved at, so then they go for this industrial strike action because they get some outstanding money them where government be supposed to forgive them. What in the students they make up of this action?
Before the strike action force,
we don't get series of engagements with the university administrators, equally with the minister. Because last year, the ministry been getting a seminar na Bo, where we have been present, and it all starts first from the tuition fees. So then we propose some tuition fees, and we try for plead with them na body for see how they will be considerate a little, considering the economic situation of the country, so that they no go bring down then they now they will see how maybe, because it will surprise you that the lowest amount of fee when they propose na the seminar day was 18,100. Which is so unrealistic. I said the same thing yesterday again at AYV. That is so unrealistic. Because come to think of it, students before that time, they pay 4,500, when are 4,500,000, some of them they pay 5 million, some hundred. And I think for Fuabe College, the highest was the law student, where they pay some 7,000, some hundred. So we talk to them, say, let me see how we go meet at a point, and we're able to achieve anything. So we come back in a free tongue. After a week, we still ask for an audience with the minister and grant we audience. We go and get a discussion with them in the presence of the Minister of Information and Civic Education. So we be reached at a point, say, waiting go happen. So the comparison first way they make and say, the sub-Saharan universities, they pay a very exorbitant amount of fees. And so they want to see how they will get to at par with their universities there across the sub-Sahara. And we've been here for tell the minister, say, if you compare we to the sub-Sahara universities and their fees, you therefore equally compare the services we get to the sub-Sahara universities. Because come to think of it, students and the way they pay for services across the universities, even private universities, where not they get their services then they. Me as students in Fuabe College for like 4-5 years now, I don't pay for ID cards. I have never, not even a single year, I get an ID card. I don't pay for medical and not enjoy that facility, professional fee, and a host of other things we coupled up with the composite fee where students and they pay and not they get them benefits then they. So we'll talk to them, say if we don't forget an increment in the fees, let me say I'll go pull them, because we target them for the unnecessary charges where students they pay. If you pay for charge and it just feel like you go to a restaurant, you don't order for the main menu and you order for sides, but then just bring the main menu. Why you pay for the other sides? Say? So we tell them, say, let me just pull the unnecessary fees them and we can do an increment. Thereby, we go just get a normal fee. We reach at that point, nothing will happen. And fortunately, to our advantage, when the ministry dissolved the USL court, paragraph 3 of the notice where they issue out, states say, one of the things we make then they issue, then they dissolve the USL court was as a result of the fact say USL court bring an increment on tuition fees without their consent and a host of other things. So we reach out to the minister, say, if USL don't bring these tuition fees and students don't begin pay at the start of the academic year, and when I don't issue a notice saying that without una consent, we mean say when I don't render that they null and void because the court will bring that one day up no day again. Then it means say students are not need for the pay that fees day again, and the one that they don't pay, not supposed for they're supposed to get the amount we due them. If they don't pay some overdue amount, let them return give them balance money. That wasn't visible. We did pada back and forth. We get a notice from USI, Union of Academic Staff Association, so they say for one for go on strike. We meet with the then now Executive Director of National Public Health Agency, and I've been the Vice Chancellor at the time. We meet with them, try for see how they able to address that one day. But instead, we say governments, they owe them a very huge amount of money. From 2016 down the line, government is owing them. We make, in fact, then self now tower say if government say give granting aid, let government just pay the tuition fees and the extra charges go be paid by the beneficiary now. So it not go be full package that government they pay you fee and they pay extra charges. We also be spark some waiting among students, and now they self pass we been try for see how we're able to talk to students, them also get some engagement and then kind of thing and day. So, of course, ASA, even after they don't dissolve the court, so I think the misunderstanding, I say, people they think, say, it's as a result of when the ministry dissolved the court, now that make ASA take up the action.
So, Andrew, you just make mention since 2016, lecturers then don't they talk about the condition of service there, so, and then backlog payments there, so, we then suppose forgive them, we they not give it. Now they don't go into industrial strike action. From a student's point of view, the lecturers them, was it right for them lay down tools at this point of the academic year?
After me interview na AYV yesterday, I made a post on Facebook and I categorically state and say lecturers, they are humans and they are parents too. Because if then the lecturer not gets nothing for take home, then what's the need? When we get other government officials them, where from the 20th, they don't pay them. Let us be realistic and let we be considerate. Because it not means say then in a classroom, they should be neglected. No, we not even pounce on the lecturers them because for far too long they don't exercise patience. Imagine from 2016, who's top government official or minister they will go exercise that patience. Let us be considerate. That they pay them a whooping sum of money and then still they find a way for pay them at the end of the month or even before the end of the month. And then people are done the exercise patience. It go surprise you say backlog then day where some people where they don't promote to higher waiting where they not even pay the it. Imagine Milty Magai, before now, there been some just technical and waiting college. When they transcend to university, all of them people and they will go into a university status. They're not clear all the waiting and they. So the issue for us now say not to ASA, not to just a union made up of USL lecturers. You get even universities and colleges. We're not make up of the University of Sierra Leone. We're not part of ASA, even private universities. So of course this is a concern where the government for look into, so that because the issues them where ASA, USA raised in the notice, not genuine issues them, where the government supposed for look into. So
now when they talk about industrial strike action, we don't go on for this. The first notice we ASA pull now that's effective March 1st to the 8th when they lay down them tools if they're not hearing nothing. And up to this point where they talk, we then pull directives again for call on all the member them, let them continue for lay down tools. So not see no official communication from the ministry when we get the supervisory role, when that of the Ministry of Tertiary and Higher Education for talk with the lecturer them. Is it from your point, also you see that as a student, you think say the ministry really they neglect the ASA then concern them?
We get a meeting with the acting Vice Chancellor, Prof. Levy, on Monday, and the Director of Communications for USL was present. I mean, Dr. Tony Amusa, Mr. Levy, I think the Deputy Registrar also was there, and few other USL administrators and been there at that meeting. And we ask them, say, why is it that even after we ASA don't issue a press notice, say, then don't lay down the tools and then they're on industrial strike, that the university and the ministry not get no notice for calm students and allay their fears, including the matriculation for Abbey College will before happen last week and not happen. We ask that why it happen, say, if we have been no say the matriculation not they happen, why we not issue out a notice say the matriculation not they happen, but we go communicate a date where we go come and matriculate, including the exams will be for happen on Monday. We not see no notice. So they were like, they no one for pool and notice way indefinite, they no one for pool notice and tell students and say the matriculation go happen this term, and they happen say the matriculation no happen that time the way then go state. So if you are like, even the university administrators not even sure when government will take action on this issue where they happen. If you are like, they're not even sure. Because even the acting Vice Chancellor had to tell us, until we say, they get a meeting with the minister yesterday. And today the outcome of that meeting, they will not even know. waiting happen at the meeting, waiting happen, we don't know. We only get some information yesterday after some series of media engagements, because we say I'm like, then don't they take students for granted. We don't engage in constructive dialogue or promise the ONSMM national coordinator, because we get a meeting with them before we carry on with media engagement.
I'll just hold you there. And on the line now, we get Emmanuel J. Momo, winner director of higher education from the Ministry of Tertiary and Higher Education. A day with we on the line now for Cantel. We waiting at the update regarding the ASA member them, where na the lecturer them, na the various university them, where come in terms of them backlog payments. Another concern they don't raise, we make them lay down them tools effective March 1st this year. We up till now, then they under industrial strike action day. And we get a student when a part of the National Union for Saloon Students with we na the studio this morning. Just so you know, Mr. Momo, and the public relations officer for NUS, it raise serious concern whether as students then get. First, let we start for look at how una the ministry will get the supervisory role treat this particular issue where the students then concerned, but say una not treat her with seriousness. What I mean the first thing una do una receive the letter from ASA say they want for go on strike?
Well, you see, the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education actually now with the super tertiary institution. So that letter they will be received and actually go down well with the ministry. In the first place, because we are a responsible ministry, we take and say could be actually a problem in the educational sector. So we must do all waiting we supposed for do for ensure say it not happen. But taking into consideration that these are money we don't request for, not to be pay the money, only that we actually try for now we responsibility for ensure say government the commitment of government is fulfilled. Yeah. So we don't series of engagements we don't deal with them. We don't engage with the Ministry of Finance, and the Ministry of Finance don't try their level best themselves for let them actually pay that money there. So the government don't pay that the government don't begin pay that money, and the money don't even begin hit the account. Yesterday we to all the heads of the public universities, they have confirmed actually receiving that the money, the payment. So I don't see any reason why people go still go they wait till the call, go they still we don't pass that stage day. Waiting government we don't say, waiting they don't ask for, see government for do. Government don't try a level best for make you go do. Yeah. So if from yesterday, today, the money could continue for waiting left no money out that the various institutions then for ensure say they do their payment then now to the individual lecturers. But the monies are now seated in their account. The money then in their account. Okay. So now it just requires some administrative procedures by their institutions for make them go send them money into their accounts then. Yeah.
Apart from the money that we don't confirm, say they na everybody don't begin go na some lecturer their accounts them. Another concern again from the news public.
No, it na the university accounts them. The university now for ensure say and post them into the individual account of the lecturers.
All right, yes. Mr. Momo, aside that money, the way you don't confirm, say they na the university accounts now. Another concern again, where the news public relations officer out in the studio which we get. Now the level of seriousness, how is say, Ona the ministry not able to handle this issue from the first day where ASA send letter say they want for go on industrial strike, Ona not able for engage them so that Ona go meet at an amicable decision for resolve the issue.
But then we have been with even the student body. If the student body we've been engaged them and they don't even get engagement today with the University of Sierra Leone administration. We had a meeting yesterday with the administration and they reported that they explained everything to them. So we can we actually talk to the level of seriousness of the ministry. The ministry is responsible. There are people left for do that, not to really pay this money. One that we agitate to government, we say they talk to government. For the government, they are with provide. Our responsibility for ensure say they get this money here. Now that be done they do. Not to say money they today. You go no more today, you take a bank, you send them, you say, yeah, we'll take a. No, you can go through procedure. The universities themselves get the responsibility data, for look at the documents, for send and to it for processor, before ever with the send and the Ministry of Finance for that effect the payment. So now that you got for take a process, that procedure, you not just go for go take money because money they don't that you take a you take a that's not how. You know, but as student, I can understand. Student not understand that. You know, so anyway, we have tried and got a level best for ensure they don't pay that money.
Mr. Momo, with all them procedure, so we involved with the money for commodities at the university account, then begin disburse them into the individual account of the lecturers. Them approximately when you feel say all them money they are go hit their account and then go resume their duties them back and exams go begin.
Well, they get each of the universities that they get a finance director. It depends to how they go for them as fast as possible. I cannot actually speak for them now. But say they know say this a matter of concern or something where it would only go on, so they will treat her with the utmost urgency that it deserves. That I believe going to do. So an officer, any institution, any finance director will waste time for actually ensuring they pay the money into the individual account of the lecturers once government don't pay.
Any plans from the ministry for engage them, for give them words of assurance, say the money they now at the university accounts them, on a go back na the classroom and the lecture, so say the money go hit on our accounts?
Assurance to
I be they ask if una get any plans for sit down with the lecturer them, negotiate with them, say
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
All right, so they continue with the breakfast show, and we have to apologize for that break in transmission day where we get. And earlier before that break day, we be still there with Emmanuel J. Momo, winner Director of Higher Education. Now the Ministry of Tertiary and Higher Education, it be agree updates about the status of the money them where they're supposed to for pay to lecturer them, we make them be there on industrial strike action. And according to Mr. Momo, he say this money they now na the university account, and anytime from now the university go begin disburse them money there so now the individual accounts of the lecturer them, so that then go back in a classroom. Earlier, Mr. Momo, I will ask you if any plan day for Leona engage the lecturer them now that the money don't go to the university accounts. Talk to them, say whilst the process they go on for let the money hit on our individual accounts them, can you please go back to the classrooms?
Yes, we have done that. In fact, yesterday we have done that through their heads. As I've been telling you initially, talk to the heads of the institutions, and we don't talk to the ASAP and also their universities. Yeah. So the ASAP, and remember, say they get this body of USA. We don't even try to talk to all of them, the presidents and the institutions. So it's not their responsibility for call the membership. For call the membership, for tell them say this money has been paid, it's now seated in the university's account now, and we have to go to work. So it is not actually we're not able to call all of them across the country say can, but they believe say once the leadership, we don't talk to the leadership will also call and now for a meeting. Normally when they write letter to we, when they have for go on industrial action, and then they call meeting and write to we, not to the all can to we. So I believe say that same channel, they can take the same channel. We have spoken to the leadership of them individual of the individual assets, at the various institutions, so they now have a responsibility for communicate that to the general membership.
Today is Thursday, Mr. Momo. You believe say by next week Monday they all go back to the classrooms?
Well, that's my expectation. Actually, that's my expectation. But I believe say the finance director will be up to the tax. They have to ensure that those monies are paid into the individual accounts of those lecturers. I believe that. But trust me, government has paid. So I don't see any reason really why USAF for continue for go on strike. The government not pay the money. So it is not to say now money not deny make this strike they continue. No, government don't pay. Government don't pay.
But the money not reach there. Government don't pay, but they say the money not reach their accounts.
No, but then if I don't tell you say the monies are now seated into the account of the various institutions, now government don't fulfill its own part. Now just administrative processes, administrative procedures for ensure say the monies they reflect into the lecturers.
So why are they insisting? Why are they still on strike?
No, I cannot say why are they still on strike. Me not people for tell you now, but what I can tell you for free that the monies have been paid, and I not see any reason now why ASAP for continue, USAF for continue for the on strike. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Emmanuel J. Momo, many thanks.
I actually give reason why they're on strike up to now.
All right, Emmanuel J. Momo, many thanks for talk to win at the program this morning. We truly appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Karina. Thanks for having me.
All right, have a good day.
Yeah.
All right, we continue with the breakfast show, and from that interview from the Ministry of Technical and Higher Education, we come back to the studio guest. Andrew, you just know hearing from the Ministry of Higher and Technical Education regarding the strike action. According to Mr. Momo, they say government don't pay and the university accounts don't get the money. Then just left now for ensure so the different lecturers them get alerts them. Is this a breath of fresh air regarding all waiting on the happen so far?
So I feel like moves don't they yield fruit, and whilst the director they confirm, because we actually don't get that communication yesterday, and we try for share that communication with various campuses across so that we're able to calm them fears, because the honest truth and I say students they already we don't need growing patient. So we make ourselves try to get some media engagement, because after the meeting, so like I tell you, it been quite unproductive. We dialogue them, we engagement them, been quite unproductive, because from the very first day we see the notice from us, we begin to engage. But if we don't get knowledge now, say the money they don't begin, they go now the universities, their accounts and stuff, and they left now to the finance director and the respective universities or colleges for make payments to lecturers. I feel say this one, it don't yield fruits now, and we hope say by next week exams go start and students away for because we keen also the issue first of all not to with us are normal. Not to us and normal na the issue in the industrial strike. We get issues ranging from graduation, we get issues we get for do with tuition fees increments and all of them things. But from the meeting we get, like I say initially, we get an assurance from the acting vice chancellor say graduation go happen in April, because if not on that one day, people who they finally are now from law departments for Abbey College not going to go law school this year, because law school actually forget the portals open in May. And if it happen in May, means say if you don't graduate before May, for let you be eligible for apply. So we are looking forward to that, so that students are not going to be deprived, and also the increment in fees. We are looking forward to a swift response from the ministry.
Well, that's why I ask you, say, what don't be the response, because we all know say the students and go sit exam, they're supposed to get receipts for sure, say they don't pay them fees them. So waiting at the latest developments regarding that, if we are to expect that the exams go be held next week coming, because if hopefully they sort out this salary business this week, then we will expect exams soon.
So the University of Sierra Leone, where they begin exams, because even Jala they begin exams, they're supposed for begin exams on Monday. Some lecturers try for conduct exam, but then they get there out of the classroom and stuff, because US are there on strike. So yes, students are supposed for pay their fees before you go take exam. And that one they say it's not like we are against students paying their fees, but we also want to see how we go plead with USL and subsequently the ministry for see how best they will be considerate for this first semester. But by second semester, we said go urge students them for make sure say them pay their fees, because at that time now we don't go push again for mercy. We expected them, they're supposed for don't pay fee by that time. But for this first semester, we are pleading with them. We want to see about how after this whole industrial strike we don't come to a close. We want to see how we go engage them back, plead with them, and see how they're able for get some grace period for this first semester. And by second semester now, it can be who that pay fee go get access to the exam and that kind of thing and day.
All right, we'll come back to you shortly. Continue for the with we na the studio. In name na Andrew Chopele. He na the studio this morning. He represents the students them all over the country because in the public relations officer for the National Union for Sierra Leone Students. We continue with the breakfast show, and as we been telling earlier, we can look at now concerns them way private school then gets for sake the portal where they say WAEC don't close, and most of them school picking them for say the WAS exam no be don't do the complete registration yet. Well, for let we know what's not then concerns here, we get Reverend Victor Davis, we na the national chairman, National Union of Private Schools. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show, Reverend.
Good morning, listeners.
All right, so let we know what are the concerns them where the private school then gets regarding the portal where WAEC say they don't close ahead of the WAS exam for 2024.
Well, we concerned then the fact that many don't left out because of several reasons. The reasons they also include the fact that number one, WAEC introduced what we refer to as CAS uploading before examination this year. And waiting me done they happen all of the years. Now the fact that we do examination and upload a bulk CAS for the children. When I'm talking about CAS, I'm talking about continuous assessment grades. And as it is presently, many schools we are basically not properly informed about this introduction of CAS, uploading CAS before examination. And also, even for some of the schools that we are informed, we had the problem of a lack of training in this new system. Because in actual fact, we don't use one portal. Now where two they get? Now two different portal. The one portal be comprised of both the BRS and CAS entries. Now we get two separate portal. The CAS entries portal, when they upload CAS separately, they will get the BRS when they batch registration system portal, when they upload candidate for the examination. And presently, as I talk with you, we get quite a number of schools, about 200 schools, we're not able to upload CAS at all. Then at the first category. The second category, now the fact that some schools they upload CAS, but when the BRS portal be open, then at the batch registration system portal be open, wait for upload, you picking them, wait for take the exam. Since private schools now they pay their examination fees, some of them schools are not able to pay for all of the candidates where they be done upload na CAS immediately. And the portal for registration of candidates for the exam when at the BRS portal, it be open on the 3rd of February, they'll be closed on the 16th of February. When I be only 13 days no more, we be get. Where other countries, they will be done open from January, and they only yesterday then closed when at the 12th of March. So we may go to ministry, and the ministry be called on WAEC say, let them give some extension. So in their schools there, because that be the 16th, the WAEC be put as the deadline, then pay for the candidates away, they be don't pay them complete money for sit the exam. When ministry are called on WAEC for extend the time, WAEC extend from the 21st of February to the 28th. So some of them schools are not be able to upload all candidates due to the fact that they not may get the complete money. They be choose for go pay the rest of the money for the candidates where they not may pay for. We already be get cash. We cash we don't upload at the portal for them. When I go pay the bank, the carry slip go now why go take the slip because we don't upload partially once. And up to yesterday, where they find out where they be give this 2 days extension, then schools they are still in our they try for see how best they're going for where go accept the bank slip for the rest of the candidates when a legitimate candidate because already they get cast. WAEC refuse. If you go to the ministry, it will be capitalized on the or wait till the minister be don't say that their schools they are all in particular will get cast. Now they have the OP for these 2 days when I be the 11th and the 12th. If we push forward, WAEC still not agree for allow the school also for upload. Then we get this. The third case now the fact that some schools can be upload.
Hello. How many
Yes,
schools?
please.
How many schools are affected by this particular decision where WAEC don't take for close the portal ahead of the exams? How many schools will they talk about?
We will talk about over 200 schools. And that 200 schools they include both private and some government assisted schools.
So what's in the response of WAEC so far? Because the exams are not that far, and most of them picking here, we all know say don't pay them, feed them. What's in the response of WAEC regarding this concern where una don't raise students say una still get good number of picking them where una not don't do the complete entry for it?
Okay, the issue we don't try to engage WAEC from every point of view. That is, we don't engage WAEC from the ministry point of view, where we minister be also show much commitment in ensuring them can associate. But what's the happy right now? Finally, the extension where WAEC begin, it don't close yesterday, then 11th and the 12th, and we not forget any breakthrough. WAEC they insist say na the final open the open yesterday. And if we the open yesterday, if you see the letter where WAEC it clearly states that they say now only for the school will not be upload any of the candidates. Where mean to be don't upload some of the candidates where even one for pay where they get cast where they refuse their picket and they.
And this
national
say then we don't give extension and the extension time where WAEC give a lot. Waiting cause the delay.
Yes, I think that I want to understand. What the portal where WAEC open yesterday, now the BRS portal. And if you're not able to access the port, the portal to you. And the bulk of the schools them where get issue right now. Now the schools that will not even get access to the CAS portal. So until you upload CAS, the BRS portal are not relevant to you. I think that that way the public name for understand. Because they say we don't open portal, people take and say the principals that they're not responsible. Because why don't open portal okay, the third time, they're not able, the principal they're still not able to upload them candidates. But this is not the case. They get technicality. You for the BRS portal first, then after you don't upload the BRS, you access the CAS portal. Let me clarify this. CAS portal you access first. After you don't access the CAS portal, you upload your picket for CAS. Now you able to access. And when you access the BRS portal, you don't go now WAEC. Now WAEC they give you school permission for upload you picket them. So after you don't upload your CAS, you don't go back now WAEC for private schools. You go to the finance officer when I go now give you clearance for let you upload. So it is not like you just upload your CAS, you go access the system. You therefore go down WAEC, let them give you clearance. And I think the next thing I don't mention now their school away they don't give them clearance, but they don't upload all them candidates because private schools they pay for the candidates before they give the access. And that private school not mean for pay for the complete candidate. If you don't then get CAS, private school don't be blocked. They they not still get access because WAEC they say because they don't upload part of them candidates, they not go give them a second chance. So if you know the portal open, if the finance officer not give you access to the BRS portal, you still not go able for upload.
Slightly over a month for let them take the exam. Waiting for be the fate of the picking them.
Well, what they do now, we don't engage the minister continuously, and he don't give me assurance. Say, we look up to him. He go do everything in power because na in na the custodian of education na Salone. Basically, na the Ministry of Education they overview education na they responsible for that. And the minister be don't tell we say he go make every effort for make sure say he engage WAEC for let them pick their seat. As it is present, we think to say now that's the only option we left. We also be don't engage Parliament, the overview committee for basic education at Parliament, and put the issue also to the Parliamentary Committee on Basic Education, and then self be don't tell we say they will engage the ministry and WAEC for let them see say they pick seat. So we still they look up to waiting the government to do for make them pick not left out. Because the issue here, we have to take into consideration that the government say preach inclusive education. When they preach inclusive education, we have over 38 days being left out for exam. That is not realistic. And what WAEC, if I should give like an analysis of the figures, even before the 11th, WAEC we then get 103 candidates where we don't upload CAS than at the first portal. Then we don't get 135 candidates where we don't upload na the second portal, na the BRS portal. We mean in terms of the one the way we get cars, I know they talk about the one who not get cars. We will still get a gap of 38,000 candidates then get cars where they put as the criteria. We still not be don't access the portal before the 11th. We don't know what to happen between the 11th and the 12th. But basically now, as it is, we still get another category when at the most sensitive situation, when at the one they will not access the CAS portal. Where they know that school day, we they talk about 200 schools still. Let me continue for give some analysis. Last year we get a total number of 243 candidates will take the WAS exam. Presently we get a number of like 135,000 candidates where don't upload for the exam. Where they tell we say we still get over 1,000 candidates compared to last year, we're not going for access the exam. We don't know what's the fate of them there as it is. Basically, it's like you go to schools like the Aniwash. There are pupils in school. The media houses can go there and interview some of these children. 2 days back, most of these people are at the ministry and pleading with the CEO for them to have access because they are presently going to the school and they don't know what is going to happen with them. We have the same case at the Aniwash. We have the same case with many private schools, including my and World and many other schools, including Lyon International. I can name number of schools that basically pupils are presently in class and they don't know what happens when it comes to the examination. And if we are going to cheat, if we are going to disadvantage children from taking the exam this year, it means they will have to wait for 1 year or something to take the WAEC private exam, which from our own point of view, we think WAEC is trying to market.
Say on a day in consultation with the Ministry of Basic Education. But before you left, we make for understand say some schools then they will not understand the technicality for use this portal. Waiting exactly na the challenge where then they get in case any eventuality happen where WAEC perhaps go on more time for let una do the entry. Waiting at the technicality where the schools then they get challenged with.
Okay, yeah. First of all, introducing CAS, uploading CAS before exam is new to us, even though WAEC is claiming that other countries have been doing it. We were expecting WAEC to conduct several trainings to ensure principals are au fait with this new system. Basically, what WAEC did, they conducted only one training for only 2 hours at FCG for the entire Western area. I'm not only talking about Western Urban, I'm talking about the entire Western area, which means that 2 hours was not enough. And many principals are having problem with the present situation. And most of the schools that are still on upload are as a result of the fact that they found it difficult to like understand the system. And once you make a simple mistake, what happens is that it's like your candidate will not be uploaded. And that's what happened with many schools. And even from the point of WAEC acknowledge the fact that system is not too good in terms of uploading, because like it's telling us that the portal has been operated from. We have the question we have here is that we do not enough technical people, or we do not have the facility. The portal to be open in Sierra Leone and basically run in Sierra Leone. Many schools are also finding it difficult due to the internet facility, and WAEC knows that there are a lot of challenges even with the system. So once you begin to encounter difficulty, what happens is that at the end of the day, such schools will not be able to upload. Many principals had to hire the service of professional IT people because the system is not friendly. If you have a system that is friendly, or basically a system that principals are used to, it would have been very, very easy for principals to like upload. And if you're introducing a new system, why don't we have both systems go simultaneously? If WAEC is very honest in allowing candidates to take this exam. We have even gone to the position where we are saying, for private school, we are not our public schools. We want to accept our fault that we are unable to upload cars. If we are supposed to pay some penalty, meet some penalties in terms of maybe pay 50,000 per candidate, the fact here is that no solid principal, no responsible school will like to have their children take the exam. So if they're asking us late fee to access the portal, I think we'll still be ready to do that.
Thanks for the updates where you give na Liberty Breakfast Show this morning regarding concern them where some private school and gets for sake of the portal where they say WAEC don't close ahead of the WAS this year. Also, it's a plenty picking in the way private schools them not able to do the entries them because they're not able to get access again to the portal. Well, Reverend Davis, the national chairman for the National Union for Private Schools, we go try forget WAEC for no waiting will be the fate of them picking here, where plenty parents will be left out if WAEC not able to open the portal for them for take this year WAS.
We continue with the breakfast show whilst we wait for updates from WAEC. We they come back na the studio as we still get Andrew Chapele, we na the public relations officer for the National Union for Salon Students. Today with you this morning, they talk about concern them whether as students then get for sake of the industrial action we as a staff then they on now in the lecturer them. And this according to Gando affects them as students them. We listen to the updates we'll get from the Ministry of Higher and Technical Education. We'll talk to the Director of Higher Education. We are sure we see the lecturer there, so the money then they into the university accounts now. And just they wait for let them process them and disburse them into the individual lecturers their accounts them. Now let we look at the activity, the university calendar. And aside the strike, a whole lot of issues don't they happen between the University of Salon and that of the Ministry of Higher Education. Una as students them caught up in the middle of this. How you think say both parties for put on our interest first and resolve all of the issues there so that the university will begin function again properly?
So first off, as a national students body, we feel like students are taken for granted, and if you like we were the first client, especially in the universities, and this we tell the acting vice chancellor. Go to any college, try for access any facility, be it na exam, be it na finance, be it wherever. The staff then at that place they go be very good. There was a day where I need for process me bank slip after I don't go pay me fee. I go na finance, and the finance lady was so aggressive. I couldn't even believe. At some point, I'd ask her and say, is it that you're there for work, or is it that you're there for be so aggressive to students them? Come out na the universities them, come down to the whole USL administration and other administrations and other universities or colleges, come down to the ministry. It is as if they can just like the fact that students and go come, get meeting with them, give them bottle water, then drink after the meeting and go their way and take the decision where they still want for take. Not they take students. I tell you about the meeting we'll get with the minister, including in the presence of the Minister of Information and Civic Education. He was in that meeting. When we reach at a point, say, if they make increment in fees, then we pull the unnecessary charges with students and they pay for. If students and they pay development fees, our students and still they take lectures na amphitheater na Foabe College. Our students and still they suffer for sitting accommodation. Our students and still not get facilities that we don't forget, toilet facilities. When at the list of things that will still for the member, you go na Foabe College hostels, lights no day, and then they expect them for take exams. How you answer students for study, yet they are paying development fees. Forget development fees, professional fees day. I have been studying mass communication. I don't study for like 4 years before I come out today. There has never been a day when they take me in a studio, say, as a mass communicator, this is one instrument wait for Sabi, na so. There has never been a day till I left there. There has never. Come out, they come to other departments like engineering, chemistry, we get lab then, go na the lab. It is as good as nothing. A better let the lab no day because nothing no day. Practical session, you go the pass, you go see me on this bottle there, where they can get any side. And they are paying professional fee. We are paying for medical. Go to the hospital. Who students say we go sick and then get better medical facility. Unless you come downtown back. If you don't have parents, they can't take care of you. If you're hustling for yourself, you go take care of yourself. Host of issues them day where they need for address, where they not the address and not they taken it serious at all. We really don't choke way up and we feel like it is high time as a national, because the backlash no they go to them. Now we colleague students and they come back and fall on. I not imagine the amount of text them way I don't receive, the amount of calls I don't receive. When I'm not serious. When I just they pass. In fact, they don't tag we say we na party people there now. When I now this part because we are here to serve and the honest truth na say we did it for serve as a pressure group on the government. And if things so they go on right, it is our responsibility for see how we will get people and for act. And if they're not they act, we don't engage in constructive dialogue or promise because early last year, after where some issues them come up with tuition fees and some other issues them na Jala, na Magai, na Central University, na Lonsa University and other campuses around, we go and meet with the IG. Mr. Fire sell you. We go and meet with them. From there, we go meet with the ONS coordinator. We meet with them. We tell them, say, students are planning to go on the rampage nationally. Now we just hold them back. We come for tell una because now they're in charge of security. We come for let we get a talk so that una go get to the pass that be because we don't they talk to them, they know they listen we. If people like just say we for be some ordinary students where they can just play around with or take for a ride. So it's high time the ministry, USL and other campus administrators them begin for treat students with some amount of seriousness. We are planning to have a national students conference. I can tell you, except the ministry we don't send something, we don't go for support in almost ministries, departments and agencies. We're going to tell you say the minister whosoever they in a meeting, elect you today from morning to night, they will never listen to you.
All right, Tanu, we will come back to you as you will continue for reason concern them on get as a student body responsible for the welfare for all the students within the various campus system all over the country. We continue with the breakfast show and we go back and look at another issue.
All right, well, as we continue for talk about the concern with the private schools and gets, for Seka the portal where they say WAEC don't close ahead of the WAS for this year. On the line we get Saliu M. Kamara, when a public affairs officer. Now WAEC, for let we go get the side of WAEC as to waiting exactly now the situation where them private schools here there is concern for. Good morning, Mr. Kamara, and welcome to the breakfast show. na the national chair for the private schools them, and it is concerned say a lot of schools and they will don't be left out, and WAEC don't close the portal ahead of the WASC for this year. Firstly, just confirm so we whether or not school say una don't lock the portal.
Yeah, and today at 4 number. No, 5 o'clock. Na did it.
Salio? Salio?
Name.
All right. We go try for bring Salio back na the program. For let it go give we the side of WAEC as concern we come out from private school, then say then close the portal, and now most of the students them not able to get access to the portal for do the verification them for the private WASC exam will go happen sometime inside this year. We continue the breakfast show and we come back in the studio as we still get Andrew Chapelle, we now the public relations officer for National Union for Salon Students. In the program this morning, the concern we then get as students, so they affect them as a body. We're responsible for all the welfare of students within the various campus system all over the country. Earlier, I just really talk about some neglects where you feel like say on our students them, the various stakeholders them not take on us serious. There are other ways for engaged individual stakeholders there. So, and some of the issues that we use, especially you make Furabe College as a case study, how our students they pay fees and they pay other money them for development activities them, but the conditions really deploring. How on a plan for channel some of them concerned there so and insist for letting people that were responsible and solve some of them problems there.
Madam Khadija, the unfortunate part of the whole thing, first of all, I say, we get a very great amount of people, to listening people. The amount of meetings that we don't get, the amount of calls that we don't make, the amount of engagements that we don't get, we cannot even imagine. During the term of Professor Sa, they now NPHA, we get a number of engagements with them. For see how, because in the vice chancellor at the time, for see how some of the issues there we go address them. We try, enable them move and go NPHA. And now we are working with Professor Leby. We get a meeting with them back this Monday, and we don't channel the same issue to them. The challenge they get, first of all, I say, even we supervise the ministry. Say, for instance, we get the WAEC saga now, even they gone. We saw this coming. And we write a letter where we send to the Minister of Basic and Secondary Education. It's been 3 months. And I respond to a letter. When we go get meet with her, they tell we say not available. Because we did notice say even with the Beke and WASC, remember we're in a national student body. We cover right across the campuses. Myself and the president the other, they get a call from the National Union of Silent Students in Russia. Then they get some issues them where they face. And we had to go there and settle that. And we come back. If we were able to settle some of the issues and they outside, what's up with the internal issues? We wrote a letter to the Minister of Basic and Secondary Education. Since we sent that letter, the receptionist or the secretary hold the letter. I don't know if they don't get him, if they not get him, but he has never responded. For let we see how, as a national student body with the ministry, go able to get a smooth running of both Beke and WASC. Because me and you can agree, say Beke and WASC poorly administered. Take first, for instance, from the SPY, the one the way they administer the exam, they encourage students and for sneaking with phones, down to the ministries and a number of other irregularities where they happen. Look now the portal where they introduce. For we feel like there should have been a national campaign and awareness raising on the portal so that teachers and school administrators will know say, we get for introduce this, but as soon as so you get for use them and that kind of thing.
So the audience will along the long for how it affects the functioning of the news so far where una not get audience from authorities and one they expect una for they get dialogue with?
First of all, don't make we colleague students and they see like we are not working and we are not serious. Then they make them they feel like we just okay with the portfolio. So you know the PRO, you know the this and all of them thing and they now that kind of thing force don't happen. So even without within we own publics when are the students them, if we try for talk to them, go feel like una come out before we. If the supervisory and other people una for work with, you know they listen to una, that's not way for listen to una, that kind of thing. So it has been so much. It don't be so devastating. That even at some point, we feel like this still we just left them. Let it just stay like kind in a problem. But we cannot just leave them as they are. We get to see how best we're able for salvage some of them problems here. But if the people who for work with not they listen to we, then the problems will be still ongoing. Say for instance, the problem of the extra charges and waiting, they don't happen from time immemorial. And people only try for settle them, but because the powers that be way for settle them, not they listen to the people, the problem then still they go on, and students and still they suffer. So now some of the things and now they away from the neglect of the ministries, the departments and agencies who for work with, we're not a give yes, they don't give you attention at all. Now then now some of the issues and then challenges and now one they will be face. That if we will go to private people for support, then first of all go ask we waiting the ministries, departments and agencies don't do. For let we as private people and can support una. They're not even because now then for starts the ball rolling, then from there then go come in. Because then just they come for support. Then just they come for see waiting and go do. But the ministry, the departments and agencies when our government run and own, for suppose for first of all come on board for see waiting go happen so that we go work together and see how we go make education. Because remember the government say that they prioritize education. They say that a flagship program. And if it's your flagship program, let it be a priority. Let it be on top of the chart. Let it be say even at the middle of the night when you get for do its education, let una respond to them. Let una able for reach out and see what thing go happen. But I tell you, even HE, we don't try forget so many meetings with them. We not ever happen. But you see even bike riders don't get meeting with HE. You see other unions and then go meeting with HE, and the national students body not ever get an audience with the president, not even the chief minister himself. And this is a call for concern. These are things that we're so they disturb we're so they disturb even with administration. It's so unfortunate that from we get news up and running for over 9-10 years, news wasn't in operation. When we come in operation, we office space now you building 8th floor. Ministry of Communications they occupy them now. We don't work at say for office space. It's been 9-10 months now, so now we don't get office space. We just operate that kind of way. If I went some people come for address letter, so we don't even know the address, so forgive them. We're very funny. All of the issues here, government, so they try for address them, the ministry, you know, they try for look into them, the director himself, Mr. Momo, now I'm in charge of finding an office space for we, writing a letter to Ministry of Communication and tell you say on a fan office space. We go fan office space, we can communicate and today. Something now nothing no happen.
Some of all the issues there, so where you don't outline and how you think, say, the authorities and the neglect una as a student body, whose effect where it gets to una administration and self students them all over the country within the various campuses them?
The effects are numerous. They're numerous. We suppose forget a conference, Commonwealth Student Association. We suppose forget a conference in this very March, but we're not able to go that conference because we very well know say if we run for go to the ministry, they won't listen to us, and we don't get money for pay for attend the said conference. Like I tell you, we want to organize National Students Conference, so we'll get our students them. We put together, we catalog the challenges we face, put them to the concerned bodies or authorities them. Down there we still get issue with them because people wait for come support, not a support way at all. Come down to we students where we they lead or where we they serve. When we first of all, in fact, we then say we like I said just on they say we not serious. We not so better to deeper. Now just the majigi and packaging we there around with, but the people are not even listen to it. Back then in December, we get a fight with the people who initially they organize Unifest. We go to ministry, una try for rights, then people are telling us say now we a national student body, now we for organize national event. So tell them about them go on with the event. Ministry no, they're not able for even reach out to the bobo them. And they went ahead and organized their event. And a number of other things the way they happen, we'll feel like we supposed for use at we advantage as students and benefits we colleague students when they happen as a result of the constant neglect of the ministry, the government, and even the university administrators them. Because even I think last year when Fuabe College is supposed to get to the exam, they copy with the letter and send to the principal or whosoever who is there at the time. When we go there, the man may, okay, this one na internal way to we go and do and that kind of thing. So there are a number of things about they face as students where so much they get pressure on we, even when we know they get no benefits at all, and the people where they get the benefit, not they even try for see how they go come at we, come for support we, and come for see say we able for salvage some of them problems there.
All right, continue for the with me in the studio, and we will come back to you. And you will watch the breakfast show. Continue for drop your message in the comment section. We continue with the program, and we will go back on the phone. Forget Saliu Kamara from WAEC for let we get response from them regarding the concern them with the private school and gets. As then they make concern say WAEC don't close the portal and most of them we get good number of students we're up till now they're not able for upload and continuous assessments. Well, on the line we get Saliu Kamara. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show, Mr. Kamara. As we go on forget response from WAEC, forget the inside of this particular issue for let we know waiting WAEC they do now for the picking them where many of the private schools and say they're not able yet for getting continuous assessments and be uploaded because according to them they say the portal don't close. Well, we need to forget Saliu on the phone so that we go get the side of WAEC regarding waiting go get for happen to them picking here as the exams them not too far again, and some schools and they don't go through the portal, but most schools from the private sector say then they get challenged because WAEC we don't close the portal. Well, we try forget Saliu so that we will get response and no waiting WAEC go put in place for then set of Pekinia so that then safe go the part of this year was we possibly go for be in April. We not just few weeks from now. Good morning, Saliu. Saliu. Alright, we try forget Saliu from WAEC. For let we go get response from the members you say for the Waji Breakfast show. Can drop your message in the comment section. As we try for connect Saliu from WAEC, for get response as to waiting WAEC go for do, or if not to say the portal don't close. How best then be engaged the schools them ahead of time for let them not go able for face them kind of challenge here. So good morning, Saliu, and welcome to the Breakfast show. Alright, we try forget Saliu in the studio, but meanwhile we read messages them where una don't send na the show this morning. Now the Facebook page, the very first one where I go look at Chocolate Bobo on our Facebook say these issues the issues plaguing universities' functionality have persisted without effective resolution from the government and relevant authorities, hindering progress across all sectors in the country.
Marcos Albangos now on Facebook page they say the closing of the portal before proper registration of thousands of WASC candidates in public school is a disservice to the nation. The Ministry of Education should address the problems of thousands of people who have been left out due to minor issues. Schools authorities could have solved like Becker results. Every pupil at SSS school have submitted her Becker results before admission. A case in point is FSSG, where names of potential candidates have been left out with the defense that the pupils did not submit their results when they were asked. Every school should ensure that all its pupils at SS3 take the exams. those that have been left behind will have to stay for another 1 year. This is bad for the Ministry of Education. It defeats the purpose for which President Bill launched the free quality education.
The C4D Media newspaper and a Facebook page, is Liberty Online TV, kindly invites ministry officials to account for the closure of portal leading to the deprivation of thousands of pupils from the exam in public schools.
The same C4D, they say Liberty Online TV kindly invites the ministry official to account for the closure of the portal leading to the deprivation of thousands of pupils from the exams in public schools. So they try to get the authorities them within charge so that they can give explanation as to what to make some of the issues there so still they happen we get for do with the portal.
All right, now the YouTube, Desmond Conte say, listening to the young promising guy expressing burning issues which are really serious, I feel so sad politicians in our country are real heartless to improve the welfare of our people.
The last one I will take for now, they come out on for the Mustafa Toure on Facebook. He say all of these entities and institutions deserve what they get from government because they don't hold government to account during election, and that's the reason government will never listen. In Europe and the US, politicians are afraid of citizens, voters, because citizens are the masters, but in Salon, politics is about region and tribe. So do you think they will listen when they will be voted for in the next elections? In Europe, governments always listen to the citizen and will abandon anything that is unpopular. There are issues everywhere with education in the past 2 months, but no one is listening because government is the boss in Salon. Well, from their messages and they will continue with the breakfast show. Many thanks to you. We don't take your time and send you concern. As always, with the push inclusion, una say for the watch we, una get opportunity for get una voice them be heard during the show. So continue for like and share all the programs them. Continue for add your voice to the various topics they will deal with every morning. Now breakfast show. Today we look at education. We look at different issues that will happen around the educational sector. We don't listen to concern them we come out from the private school then for SECA, the portal where they allege say why close and they not get enough time for let all the candidates and potential candidates who take this year was able for register, and this is a big concern when they say they want the government address.
All right, we'll quickly go back and try forget Sally for let we hear from WAEC. Good morning, Sally, and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Schools them, we express fear for say thousands of picking and they from the schools then we perhaps not able to take this year worse if the portal from WAEC continue for be closed. Confirm to we first when WAEC close the portal.
Well, anything we will do about examination, we get time where they do opening, we get time where they close. And then time there, before ever would they even open, we don't communicate to them school authority there for tell them say the portal for this period they open. But this year, where the case may be, you get 2 portal issues the way the people and the talk for. The CAS portal, you will be don't forget about them. So now this portal will they open, so we'll open then they are for Monday to Tuesday where it don't close so back. Now the entry portal, where the one day we don't upload the student for that CAS day. Now they now the opportunity for upload the entries them. So the CAS portal can they back. Then they will be don't open now for nearly a year, so that less school they will get eligible candidates them for go for seats 2024 examination. Let them upload them candidate. We start that period from July 2022 up to November 2023. Now we close. Then from there again, we get concerns them from stakeholder. They will come back. We do 2 weeks extension so that anybody will get candidate for let it come on board. After they again, before even we open this entry portal, we now we open and close so back. Stakeholders then hold on to a meeting again, Rokel, where they say, let we give the principal them back 2 weeks. That's November 29 to the 9th of December 2023. So that let all the school that will be done left out, let them do their entry. And still we adhere to that again, we give them. So after that 2 weeks, then they will open the entry portal. We will start back from the 11th December up to the 31st January. So then they are nearly 6 weeks. But during then 10 and they then get for submit them candidate then to ministry. So Boku no be get access because ministry no be don't verify it. So therefore, where ministry don't verify now done, now they will open the portal again. We'll give them from the 3rd February to the 16th February again. Still students show concern again, say not to everybody able to upload. Now they will give from the 21 again to the 28th February will close. Before they open now, day before yesterday, up to this morning, where this portal closed. So therefore, we don't do the utmost best for now. We give the school authority then time, and they go at the media for tell them, say, hey, entry period they on for this, entry period they on for that. So we don't do that, and then now we try for do other arrangements then for the examination. So if they even still say, the one that will not be done upload now will not get anything again for CAS. Then we don't forget about that. The entry now, the one that we then upload for day before, we then open for the day before yesterday. We hope say Boku don't upload back because even the 71 schools them where we put now the system about 62 we don't see where they don't upload. So now as I tell you, we get almost nearly 150,000 candidates the way they can sit the exam. According to now, we record the NIA, about 146,000 where they can sit the exams. So again, then they talk about training because they follow up with the program. The training what we do, not to any new thing where they na the program. The only new thing where they na the program now we ask this CASIA for let them submit them on yearly basis. Not to like that first time we pass the student then come on SS1, SS2. SS3 before ever then submit. But now they tell them, say, no, we promote students from SS1 to SS2, submitting entry. But everything about the template where then they use now the same old system. That training they now like where they refresh somebody in memory, say now, no way again SS3 before you submit everything about the candidate. Now you go they do them on yearly basis. Of course, we understand say some people are not they catch up on time, but we still provide manuals, tutorials them, we provide desk officers them for anybody we get problem. Let him meet with officers then now we various offices then at the country. And indeed, some then they now we get about 146 plus within the system. Who side then train now forget that know-how for upload entries. So if still and they show concern, say the training, the time not be sufficient. Yeah, the time not be sufficient, but we don't give provision. You will lag behind, you go come outside and they direct you. So basically, now some of the things that there were the portal now they talk about an entry portal. Not to that CAS day again. That CAS will be done come all day long. We don't open a nearly a year.
The explanation we don't give, and based on waiting we hear from Reverend Davis, where they represent the private schools, they will get challenged because ONA introduce the yearly basis for do the entry, and now thousands of picking them according to Ram Day, where they don't know the fate of them picking here, and our yet get the answer to that particular question. They waiting at the way forward for them picking them, where a good number of them they were done left out, then the portal don't close.
Not to get the answer, but now then the school authority them get the answer because then tell you say do entries for your school picking them where you get from SS1 to SS3. Within 1 week you go down to we get thousands of schools and now then the school authority responsible for do the entry. If they open for you a period say do the entry, not do them, who then are them for whole responsible. And we say get other process there now as I talk to now. I say we get over 146,000 candidates them. We don't do our system. So waiting at the fate of their way back if themselves not able to sit the exam. Because the exam not to entry stop. We get other process there who even we don't do BN. So we say get for do process them for ensure say the one they who don't get now with system, let them sit. Not to why they do entry. Then an individual school let them get. We sometimes some man now 200, 300, they get 600, 700 candidates. We now they talk about 146,000 above. We will get for cater for law we able get question paper. We then say tomorrow then get so paper. Let that question paper they deny. So if we go there per entry, tell them one and they back no seat, waiting will be the implication. So let themselves look into that and they will not open period them for their entry there. Some then deliberately then say they know they do them. You see? So where the thing don't can now and they know waiting them the day after where they say they know they do the thing. Because they open them, even tell to the stakeholders the MBSS about this, where they call now Rokel. So they say, well, now let them give them 2 weeks.
All right, we lost Salune on the line as we try for get them back for know whether or not the portal go get for open again. The portal go open back, Mr. Kamara.
Which portal loaded? We don't close yesterday, so we will not get anything again. They do further preparation now for let the one who don't get na the system, let them able take the exams. We don't close yesterday the portal.
Speaking them, na school layers so not for take the WAS this year.
That question did not to me get me the one the way we know say then get picking the way they open the entries, they don't submit the entries them. And now even with the ministry they still plead on their own behalf, would they open back? We don't open now and the entry portal. I think now the 4th time this back. For let the one they will be don't get now the system, then number they are and they call so now number they will just hearing no more. So until we go now the school this night, no go even see them picking their way and they talk about. Because if you get picking their way then give you period, even if now 1 week period then give you. Before that 1 week they go don't upload, don't do everything we supposed to do. For them you picking the way we don't get for almost 3 years now you school.
That's been Salune Kamara. We talk for Seka WAEC as a, according to them, make and clear, so they don't close the portal and then they continue the process for the over 150,000 picking them way already. Then schools them they don't do the entry for. Well, Liberty Online TV will continue for monitor this particular issue for see whether or not then picking them way some other private schools them not able to do the entry. Waiting will get for happen to them.
All right, to continue the program, and this morning we don't look at lots of issues they will get for do with education, from the basic education up to tertiary education, plenty concerned and they way about education from the lecturers they will on strike now, students then get concerned, but the welfare and certain fees them where they pay for let them get certain facilities that the various campus system. But unfortunately, according to the public relations officer we do in the studio, none of them they exist, and then they feel say the authority and they neglect them. A lot of them we don't hear say students they want for go on strike, students they want for go on the rampage, and people who don't experience how students them can strike, knocking once for a some of them things then they and you think so don't reach that level.
We just thankful say the industrial strike they make progress with them. Because when we meet with the Vice Chancellor, we tell them, say this one, on Wednesday today, if we not been get any way forward with regard to the industrial strike, we been for that stage a national press conference today. And by Monday, because we don't give an ultimatum already, we be done the tire for engage. By Monday, we been forget a national student strike. That one day, if you like, it don't come to a close a little, because we still look forward the tuition fees and the unnecessary charges. Will they be patient for see waiting and go do this semester? By second semester, if nothing happen at all, we are going on with the national press conference, and if we see say nothing happen, we tell colleague students and say, if you like, they no one for listen. We don't talk to they not listen. Una do it you now for do now. Because they are just waiting on us for go back with word to them. Tell them say we don't try, we don't push, we don't engage for let them cut down on some of their extra charges here we not necessary, and if you like they know they listen to we don't tire for talk. Una go ahead and do it in our for do. Waiting they want for do now, it's left with them. Just that as a national student body, we go there for give them with full support, because we don't engage for over a year now and nothing they happen. We don't talk to people who for talk to and nothing they happen. And if people are like they are not listening and they no one for do it in they supposed for do. So we not go come they get pressure for something where we not get idea of we're not away for solve. Ministry, including the university administrators, able for wake up one morning and waive off the extra charges they say we not they consider the charges there anymore. Una do away with them. They able for do that they want money. If they able for do the payment of stuff for us staffs them, then it means that it is something where they want for do. But it is because they not receive the maximum pressure where they for receive. Now that make them still a drag foot on that issue day. So we are ready now for give them the maximum pressure and we are ready for engage in constructive dialogue till we feel like we get to that point where not necessary anymore for dialogue anymore, other than now for take the bull now by its horn.
All right, many thanks, Andrew, way joining at the studio this morning. Can talk but concern the one that they get as students them, and I hope the authorities they were concerned or listen to Andrew and when I go take the necessary action, because according to Rami say they're ready for mount the pressure now so that they go get the things they wouldn't deserve and in various campus system as students them. Continue for Watch Liberty Online TV, where they are so for bringing our hot topics them, but issues they when a burning issue they affect the citizens them across the line. Continue for tell somebody about Liberty Online TV. Continue for share with programs them so that the family will continue for extend for they go get credible information of various things that will happen all over the country. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a blessed day.
And Mabel Kabade say many thanks. So you will continue for follow Liberty Online TV. Until then, goodbye.